Hi, my name is Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi, and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Nautoka, and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky Rocky, and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FBC News. Tonight, disgruntled customers call out shipping service providers. Crime rate among youths worry authorities. And UNDP helps revive livelihood in Koro. Calls for better shipping services are being made by a number of disgruntled customers of a local shipping company. Those that spoke to FBC News claimed they were made to wait on board the Lomaiviti Princess 3 for more than 10 hours before the departure of a service earlier this week. There are also claims that no explanations were given by the ship owners during the delay, and arrangements also weren't made for the passengers' meals. Anna Ravulo reports.
Those that spoke to FBC News opted not to reveal their identity for fear of victimization, as they are frequent users of the service provided by Gaunda Shipping. But it's the frustration of having to wait for long hours with no money and food that's made them come forward. The first alleged incident happened on Monday night when the Lomaiviti Princess 3, which was scheduled to depart Suva for Koro at 5 p.m., eventually left 7 hours later after tune the next morning, a wait of around 7 hours on board.
Our boarding time to head to Koro Island was at 5 p.m. on Monday afternoon, but we were told to wait again as the ship will leave at 7 p.m. When we came at 7 p.m. to board, we had to wait again and eventually left at 2 a.m. on Tuesday. Whilst waiting for departure, we were not offered or provided with any food service, and not everyone had money to buy food, and some had to eat leftover foods from the day before.
Similar sentiments were shared by a woman who said her relatives were given the same treatment on Wednesday.
When the tickets were bought, the departure time was 10 a.m. on Wednesday, but when we got there, we were told that the ship will depart at 12 p.m. So we waited, and after 3 p.m., there was still no word from the shipping services. So I decided to take my relatives home so they can eat something, as we had no money. Shortly after we got home, a call came and my relatives were told to come quickly to the wharf to board the ship. We later found out that they departed the Suva wharf at 8 p.m. and reached Vivia on Thursday afternoon.
This isn't the first time that concerns have been raised by the public about certain aspects of the services provided by Gaunda Shipping. Just recently, there was a whole lot of controversy over pictures on social media of passengers sleeping on the ship's toilet floors. Several attempts were made to speak to Gaunda Shipping Director George Gaunda, but those that we spoke to at their office refused to give us his contact. After several follow-up calls, we were told that they will not be commenting. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
A 36-year-old man died in a road accident at Nayawa, Singatoka today. The incident occurred a little after midday, and the victim was a passenger in a vehicle driven by a 48-year-old driver. It is alleged that the driver lost control of the vehicle, and as a result it veered onto the opposite lane and hit a tree. The victim was taken to the Singatoka hospital where he died. The road death toll currently stands at 39 compared to 46 for the same period last year. 39 youths under the age of 17 have been charged for various criminal offences in the first 6 months of this year. Divisional Police Commander East SSP Maritinong Yolevu revealed this during the Crime Stoppers Scholastic Program launch at Pandit Sridhar Maharaj College in Nosori. Sharon Shivan tells us more.
A large number of youths are involved in criminal activities such as defilement, abduction, indecent assault, rape and theft. SSP Maratino Gilevu, while addressing students at Pandit Sridhar Maharaj College in Nausori, says there are various factors that lead to such crimes.
Age group is particularly susceptible as you are in what we like to term the experimental stage of your lives. You are learning at such a rapid pace, and with the aid of technology, you are basically like a sponge, absorbing everything you come across.
In most incidences, youth tend to make blind decisions, which often leads them into problems.
Really sad to see these young people getting caught up in these situations, and I can immediately see in their eyes the regret they have.
The Crime Stoppers Scholastic program was introduced in 2005. So far, 122 schools have implemented the program, where a safe outlet is provided to students for reporting crime.
SSP Gilevu informed students the Crime Stoppers Scholastic program will help keep their school community safe. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Villagers in Koro have taken up a voi replanting program in an effort to revive their livelihood. Spearheaded by the UNDP, the program has been well received. Roland Koroi reports.
Koro was one of, if not the worst, hit by TC Winston in February. Villagers lost everything, including what they relied on as their source of income.
The cyclone damaged all our voi plants and everything else that we relied on to make money. It has been really difficult, but thanks to UNDP, we are now able to start with our voi replanting.
Koro is known for its mat weaving and voi planting and harvesting, something the UNDP was more than ready to capitalize on.
We needed to not only look at what the men are doing. It was common knowledge that Yangon and Dalo were affected. And when we looked at on the women's side, it's the voi. We now can clearly see that when the voi in Koro was affected, we could see the immediate hike in price at the supermarket. So we thought we'll do it for the women.
Mr. Mbolivo says the program was constructed to provide maximum benefit for the people of Koro.
We thought that it would be good to come and look at what was left of the suckers. So we were able to buy suckers from within Koro and then distribute it to through the 14 villages. When we finished the first activity, we managed to have planted more than 6,000 suckers.
After the cyclone, I had lost all my plants, but with the help of UNDP, I have now replanted and I can't wait to start harvesting again.
There's also plans by the UNDP to pay women to weave mats from the voi they have planted, all in an effort to help them start earning again.
This is one of the first coils of voi to be harvested here at Mundo Village on Koro Island since the destruction by Winston in February. Now, with the help of UNDP, there's hope that a lot more of these coils would be produced to help restore the livelihoods of people here on Koro Island. Roland Koroi, FBC News.
3 villages in the district of Mali are today finalizing their 10-year development plans after 3 days of community capacity building training. CCB training is an approach by government and Live and Learn and allows the communities themselves to identify projects that need to be implemented in the villages in order for them to achieve their vision. Eleanor Trangaivu with this story.
3 days of intense brainstorming, exchanging of ideas and discussions come to a wrap today as villages of Lingaulebu, Wesi and Nakawanga put together the 10-year development plan.
This is one of the opportunity available to the community to know exactly where and what the government is doing in terms of assisting the community to map out strategies, map out plans of how to develop themselves.
This came about after it was found that a lot of projects implemented in the communities failed because it was forced onto them and it was not conducive to the environment they live in along with the skills they have.
Everything in regards to development, it normally comes from the top and down approach. And now it has changed. It is from the bottom up.
During the discussions, villagers identified issues they face, the causes as well as the solutions. They also looked back at past experiences and how they've learned from it.
I want to thank government for thinking of our small island Mali in terms of development for each of our villages.
This training has really opened our eyes and minds to venture into things we can do or even preserve that will actually be beneficial to us in the long run.
The community capacity building training saw 3 teams from the Commissioner Northern's office stationed in each of these 3 villages for 3 days, talking to them and assisting them in drawing up their development plan. The draft copies of the plan has been presented to the villagers at the end of the session, and it will be used as a tool to help guide them in village development plans. Eleanor Turangayu, FBC News.
Still to come on FBC News, new kits to help monitor water quality. And find out about the new craze at the Sugar Festival. Stay with us.
Galovina, Guia Dolosana, Angito Talitakini and Navarro and Bula FM at Golden Point Resort, Basendo Nambando and Ahere, Vinaka.
Bula Vinaka, Navan Gotevita, Utungoi 90. Untuk talita wale berwarong ng Bula FM nambon dua nasir.
Nada ko makilesi where kraki LSB ng Bula FM nambon dua nasir.
Nalo nga ratu kitsa ni gatambo andu talita na warong ng Bula FM nambon dua nasir ngo lusut.
Bula FM nambon dua nasir.
Welcome back here with FBC News. 2 people are currently in police custody after they were found with substances believed to be drugs. The first suspect was arrested when police raided his home at Vatua Road in Samambula yesterday morning. They confiscated dried leaves and other items belonging to the man, who is also alleged to be involved in the manufacture of illicit substances. A second raid was conducted in the Southern Division, where seeds and a sack of dried leaves believed to be marijuana were found in a 27-year-old woman's home in Wailea. She was also arrested, and they are both in police custody as investigations continue. Now, 53% of Fiji's population living in rural areas do not have access to proper drinking water. This has prompted the World Health Organization to donate 13 POTA test and 4 POTA lab kits to the Health Ministry, which will be used to test the quality of drinking water in rural areas. Sharon Shivan reports.
More than half the population living in rural areas are using creeks and rivers as their water source. In his last address as Health Minister, Chone Usamate highlighted the lack of access to drinkable water.
Drinking water quality is a major issue in this country, as I've come to realize in the 2 years that I've been here. Water is such a basic necessity for life. It's a basic necessity for making sure that our people can live well and stay well.
Usamate says the portable kits donated by the World Health Organization will enhance and strengthen the ministry's role in monitoring drinking water.
Water is essential to life, and safe water for good health. WHO looks forward to our ongoing close collaboration to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and attain the highest possible level of health for the people of Fiji.
The water quality is a growing concern throughout the developing world, and drinking water sources are under increasing threat from contamination and far-reaching consequences for the health of children and economic and social development of communities and nations.
World Health Organization and UNICEF are providing technical assistance towards a national water quality surveillance system. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Thousands of people gathered in the sugar city of Lautoka today as the Telecom Sugar Festival came to an end. Apart from food stalls and the typical amusement rides, there was a new craze at this year's festival, one that involved colourful balloons. Ellen Stoltz tells us more.
While the aim for festivals such as these is to bring the community together, for stall owners it's also about making a good profit. And believe it or not, an item that's raking in the money are these balloons. This is Jotika Sen's stall. She's been in this line of business for more than 11 years and says these types of balloons are very popular.
The kids, they are so interested in the characters. If we put one pattern of balloons, toys, they are not, they want the variety.
Her husband buys these balloons in bulk from countries overseas like China. She then sells them for $2 each. Just meters away is a similar stall selling the same balloons, and it's managed by 28-year-old Tamarisi.
These types of balloons have become a common theme for the festivals around the country, and it's because some of these vendors travel to each and every festival.
Every carnival we go to, we used to take our light balloons.
How many carnivals?
Actually, we go on the Hibiscus, Farmers Carnival, Bula Carnival, and Valley Level Carnival, and Singatoka Carnival.
These festivals become a gold mine for stall owners annually, as thousands of children are drawn towards the appealing bright colors. For many, the last day of a week-long festival meant time well spent with family and good food, even if it meant in the hot sun. Ellen Stahls, FBC News.
The Fiji Hairdressers and Beauticians Association will elect new office bearers at their first annual general meeting in Nadi tonight. The association represents hairdressers across the country with the aim of raising the standard of the industry. Ellen Stahls once again with the story.
The hair and beauty industry is one that has steadily grown over the years. The Fiji Hairdressers and Beauticians Association interim president, Pauline Campbell, says there are more than 1,000 talented and ambitious hairdressers in Fiji.
These are the people that I feel will be the best mentors for an industry that is highly skilled but underqualified. So this is an important occasion for us.
Campbell, who runs Pivot Point Fiji, a hair and beauty school, says the aim of reviving the association is to help educate young and promising stylists and beauticians.
And bring it back to where we want to move towards, raising standards, making the industry more business savvy, and so forth.
The association hopes to do more to help locals who venture into the field get a better chance at spreading their wings and becoming successful in the international arena. Ellen Stahls, FBC News.
Coming up later in sports, Nanranga retains Fairbrother title. And Buranitu Cowboys to take on Police Sharks in Vodafone Cup finals. This and more coming up.
Namaste, Golden Point Resort. Raki Raki Me. Mirchi FM is garam garam. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Sanjay Taguake. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Harshana. I love Mirchi FM. It's hot in Longchogra.
Hi, मैं अविनाशु. मैं लंबासा से बोल रहा हूँ. मैं हमेशा मिर्ची FM सुन रहा हूँ. मिर्ची FM is so hot.
मैं शालिनी देवी from Covert Avenue. जैसे आँख खुलती है वैसे मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome to FBC Sports. Fiji Sevens captain and Olympic gold medalist Osea Kolinisa was hosted to yet another celebration of the Sevens victory in Nandera today. People from the Tikina of Kambara who live in Suva gathered at the Nawanawa Methodist Church Hall to welcome Kolinisa. Melita Vanga was there and filed this report.
6 Yavusas from the Tikina of Kambara filled the Emmanueli Church Hall today, starting their celebrations with a devotion before according the victorious captain a full traditional welcome. Kolinisa thanked the community for the surprise welcome.
Just humble and grateful with what Tikina of Kambara have done today. And it really shows how proud the people of Kambara are, you know.
The Sevens gold medalist says this was a moment he would cherish for the rest of his life.
Like I told the people of Kambara is that we should be happy and proud and, you know, and glad that this has happened. But let's not forget the reason why we are victorious, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ with us.
The Tikin of Kambara also presented their token of appreciation to the 7th skipper.
This is just a reminder to us here that that is what is the bottom line of what Kambara possesses. It's only the vest. The vest from Kambara has been carved into a turtle tanoa to represent the inspiration and the appreciation of the people of Kambara for the achievement done.
This is not the end of the celebrations, as the Son of Law is planning to host another celebrations for our skipper. Melita Wanga, FBC Sports.
Nandronga has successfully retained the HFC Bank Fairbrother Challenge, beating Nandi 32-13 at Lawanga Park this afternoon. Nandronga led 17-8 in the first half. The Stallions' tries were scored by Choili Lutumailangi, Sakyusa Nandruku, Ifiremi Tovilevu and Ilyesa Leather. And here are the highlights.
Nandi in the way there, they managed to get that, and now over the 22, picked up by Meli Rukawa. He'll go in to score the try. Nandi will get the first try of the game. Territory anyway, now here's a chance. Wonderful pass away into Joeli Lutumailangi. Beats one, turns in field, breaks the last tackle. Joeli Lutumailangi. The back and good work by Girandrondro into Gavindi. Steps in, gets it into Sakyusa Nandruku. Right, Gavindi gets it away to the back line. Ralulu gets it out into Eferemi Tovilevu away from the Nandi try line, over the top, and it was tipped by Bari and taken that time by Nandronga.
The Burenitu Cowboys have confirmed their place in the final of the Fiji National Rugby League's Vodafone Cup next week for the first time. The Cowboys beat the Sambeto Roosters 9-4 in the second semi-final this afternoon. The Burenitu side led 4 points to nil in the first half. The variation showed by the Cowboys has enabled them to maintain their lead throughout the game. And the Burenitu will then meet the Police Sharks in the final next week. Meanwhile, Police Sharks defeated the Kinoya Sea Eagles 26-8 in the first semi-final. The National Bowling Pairs Open Tournament has started on a high note at the Suva Bowling Club Greens today. Top bowlers from around Vitilevu gathered at the club to compete at the event. Bowling pairs are trying to vie for a spot in the top 10 positions, as this is a qualifying tournament for the 2016 World Bowls Championship later this year.
Today's event is we want to win all our 3 pool games and look forward for tomorrow in the quarters and the semis and probably win the game.
And the tournament continues tomorrow. Fine weather prevailed over the country today. We take a quick look at the temperatures, and Lambasa was the warmest at 30 degrees, while Nadi followed on 28. Suva recorded the coolest temperature at 26 degrees, and you can look forward to another cool night tonight, so keep those blankets close. For tomorrow, fine once again with a chance of showers in the afternoon for the capital Suva, as well as in the hidden paradise of Savu. At sea, moderate to fresh southeast winds and rough seas. As for Sunday, it should be fine apart from brief showers about the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. It will be cool at night. Recapping the main stories, disgruntled customers call for better services from Gounder Shipping. A high number of youths involved in crime worries authorities. And UNDP spearheads a Voi Voi replanting program in cyclone-ravaged Koro to help with the revival of livelihoods. For these stories and others, you can always tune in daily to our sister radio station at Gold FM. And we move on to this week's poll question. This week we ask, should an expatriate be hired as the new Sevens coach? To answer, you can visit our FBC website. Do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizens@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
Bula, I'm Duri from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM.
only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.